Welcome to Zurich. My name is Hans Fritschi. Today we are going to the zoo. This is a very nice place. If I start missing Thailand, I can always go to the zoo. At the moment it's not clear yet when we can go back. The country is closed for people that have left it like me, but I can feel at home here in the zoo if I need some exotic impressions, and this is also a return to my roots. As you might know, I used to work in the zoo. Yes, but I was not a zookeeper. I was editor at Tagesanzeiger. That's one of the two main newspapers in Switzerland, and I was assigned zoo reporter. So every month the zoo made a so-called Zoo-Apero. This was a press conference where media was invited to participate in writing or broadcasting about certain topics. One time the lions were the topic, one time whatever, the sea lions, or some snakes, or some apes and so on. And this feels like coming home now for me. And I will take you along to the zoo, and we will surely discover many interesting things that we know from our garden. So it's also, you can visit also a little bit the discovery gardens in Nong Khai or in Pattaya, and let's go. Now we are inside the zoo already. You can see there are some artificial penguins here in the entrance area, and they also have the real ones that I have seen in South Africa, I remember. This is like traveling in times of COVID, that you can remember, for instance, where you saw the penguins and alike, you know. It's very nice feature, and we will discover many things in this beautiful, well-kept zoo. You have seen the measures for hygiene. The everywhere distancing is appropriate. Also in the zoo, the visitor center does not allow more than 5 persons at one time. But okay, the penguins, even the penguins, they keep distancing. It's really a sign of COVID all over the zoo. It's beautiful, beautiful zoo of Zurich. Here you see the giant Galapagos turtles. They are absolutely huge, and is eating some grass. They like to feed on vegetables naturally, as all the land turtles do. And this is really a very big fellow. Here we traveled to Australia. The birds, they are really close, you know. This is an emu. It's one of the big walking birds of Australia. Tasty to eat, by the way. And up there you see a koala. It's a cute little animal, nourishing of these eucalyptus leaves, and this all looks like Australia here. The birds are really close to the people. They are peaceful, don't attack, so it's quite up close and personal. You see the eucalyptus all over, typical plant of Australia, and this beautiful big bird that is quite peaceful. Here we have the kangaroos in the background. I don't know if you can see them well. You know, they are laying there in the shadow. It's very typical for Australia, and they are beautiful and close. There's another one in this shack over there, probably bad in the light, but they enjoy also the warm summer days of Zurich right now. These fellows are called in Thai Meow Nam. This is if you translate it into English, it's called water cats, Meow Nam, and they are really good swimmers, and they seem to have a ball swimming around and enjoying also these summer days. This one was swimming on its back, and really cute animals, the Meow Nam, the water cats. Here we have some alpacas. They are really cute animals, you know, they look like a bit like comic figures, and there's a whole bunch of them, and very peaceful. They are from South America originally, so now for 29 Swiss francs we managed to travel to Australia, to South America, which is closed right now in reality, in the COVID-19 reality, but thanks to the zoo we still can travel. We can see animals and get close to them, and do not use airplanes any longer. That's maybe the only good side of COVID-19. This fellow here is from Africa, and it feeds on bones or dead animals, and is the sanitation police, if you like. He removes stuff that could be potentially dangerous for other people if they eat it, but he can eat rotten meat, and seems to enjoy life here too. Bird from Africa. Now we have traveled to Africa as well. Ay. Here we have some wolves. I mean, they have been killed all here in the end of the 19th century, and now they are coming back in nature also. They are tired. They enjoy summer in Zurich as we do, and they are really beautiful animals, often demonized in fairy tales. Think of Little Red Riding Hood and different similar stories. But they have a certain beauty, these wolves. We can travel all the world in a nutshell here, but still enjoy local food. You know, the sausages of Zurich are famous, and here they are available at the Himalaya Grill, and we could also get a beer here if you like. Here we have the domesticated yaks. They are suffering of heat and get cooled down by the water here, and they are from the Himalayan. They are not used to these Zurich summer days, and they are suffering a bit, but very monumental kind of animals, and You can get very close to them. Here we have some camels, you know, they have two Höcker on their back, two little mountains on the back, and they are a bit smelly, I must tell you. You cannot smell it through the internet, but they are a bit eating hay and preparing for long rides. They can store a lot of water, as you all know. Very nice animals. Now we are in a new addition to the zoo. It's called the Lewa-Savanne in German. It's an African grassland that is mimicked here. You can see it's all flat and not too many trees, except an old friend of us. You see, baobab, the African baobab that we also show at our garden in Pattaya and Nong Khai. Here, of course, they are made from stones, whereas our baobabs are real, and we have 7 of the 9 baobabs at Discovery Garden Pattaya, and here we just have to go for the artificial stuff. But still impressive tree as always. Here you have a suricate. In German they are called Erdmännchen, and they are really cute. They're sitting on a tree there and enjoying the sun, and they don't seem to be bothered by us. Here we are in front of the hyenas. There is one in there, but it is a bit lazy. Maybe they hunt at night, I don't know really. But right now, it is definitely taking a nap, and we wouldn't want to get close to it, but anyway, it's lazy at the moment.
Aber ja, da ist echt daneben und der Frosthof. Also, und da beim Eingang werden gerade so Stapelrost für die Festzeit.
Here we have another baobab that is typical. It's the African baobab, or Adonsania digitata, and in this one we can even enter. I mean, it's all a bit artificial, a bit Disneyland, but anyway, you get an impression of the sizes of those baobabs. They are really huge, huge trees, and you should come and see the original ones in our 2 gardens, the Discovery Gardens in Thailand. Here we have, outside the baobabs, we have the adequate animals, the zebras, Ma zebra, as the Thais say, zebra horse, and they have the typical stripes and are grazing in the grazeland. Here in the background you see some giraffes. They are majestic animals with their long necks, and they are a new asset of Zurich Zoo. they just arrived recently when this leva savanne, this leva grassland opened up to the public, and for many years they were not kept at Zoo Zurich. Now, when I was a child, they still had some, but then they discontinued to hold the giraffes, and now they are back and can be seen in this grassland area rebuilt here. And it's quite impressive, I must say. I see this for the first time. As I said, it just opened recently, and it's definitely a new asset of Zoo Zurich. There are some parrots, really nice one, the grey kind of parrot from Africa, and you can get quite close to them. They have their eyes partly closed. Now they open up, but before they had them closed and probably were sleeping. We are only about 1 meter away from these very nice and intelligent birds. Now they close their eyes because they have noticed that we are not the enemy. And lovely, just lovely birds. Now we are getting as close as possible to Thailand as possible in Zurich. You know, we are approaching the Elephant House, which unfortunately is closed today, but not due to COVID. It's a positive thing that's happening. One of the female elephants is extremely pregnant and birth is expected, so the zoo wants to keep that mother, soon to be mother, as close in hiding as much as possible. And you see, it's called Keng Krachan Elephant House because there is a national park in Thailand that is called Keng Krachan, where many Asian elephants are still roaming. And you can see, you can get Thai food here. You can even get a Singa beer if you like. Before they used to have my favorite beer, which made more sense. It's the elephant beer, the Chang beer, and I mean the food still looks very Thai if you want to have a look. And here is also an elephant, yes, but this is as close as we get to Thailand today. Let's see if we can find some elephants outside. I think we look over there. Always popular, you know, the Asian elephants, and they are mighty animals. You can see all these spectators outside, and also they get close to the Keng Krachan Elephant House, a touch of Thailand. Keng Krachan is a national park between the town near Hua Hin and Burma, and this is a majestic experience. This one is trying to get some food out of a hole. They hide the food here for the elephants, so they have something to do and can work. And he puts his trunk again into this hole in the earth, and I don't know what's in there, maybe some grass or some fruits. And the elephants are not bored as in conventional zoos. They can roam around quite in a spacey area, and they have a really protected life. Now another one is searching in the hole, the small one, already taught by the mother probably, That must be the mother. How to search for food, and now they don't want to talk to us anymore. And okay, I guess we have seen the famous Zurich elephants. Did you know that Zurich has elephants? Now you know. Well, that is as close as we come to Thailand today. You see around here, this is looking like Thailand a little bit, and we leave on that note. If you liked what you have seen in today's episode, subscribe to the Hans Fritschi channel on YouTube or Hans Fritschi Friends on Facebook, and see you again soon from Zurich.